and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together. We must become nation builders. I want to welcome you to this very important segment in the program where I will speak, laying a solid foundation for conversation, for meaningful dialogue. I want to encourage those on Facebook and YouTube, please share the live. I want to say also, the background noise you will be hearing is actually raindrops falling on my rooftop. And for those in the diaspora, there will be a nostalgic feel. You will get that. You want that kind of vibes. Because you know, for some of our colleagues out there, they don't hear raindrops. They may see, but they don't hear it. But in Grenada, I can tell you, once the rain is falling, you will hear the raindrops on the rooftop. I want to start off this morning by saying to you, I was not surprised to hear the pronouncement from Keith Mitchell last night on GBN Beyond the Headlines. When asked about Akima Paul, man, he had nice things to say. When asked about Miss Faitlin, Emlyn Pe, he had nice things to say. When asked about Roland Bola, he had nice things to say. When asked about my good partner Derek Sylvester, he had nice things to say. When asked about Horsey, Dwight Horsey was my good pal, he had nice things to say. But when asked about the Honorable Peter David, should I say honorable? I think he is in the House of Representatives, in the lower house. So that there is in context. Boy, when asked about Peter David, this is what Keith Mitchell had to say. Listen up.
Speaking of express interest in the party, then we go Honorable Peter David.
Yeah, well, Peter, I have said to Peter, I have said to the team, anyone that is involved in political life and, for example, is an elected person, particularly so, and do not one day wish to be a leader, you are not going to be the best representative or best political person. It's good to have ambition, and there's nothing wrong with that. I always challenge everybody to say it is not the ambition and the need, the wanting to have a position, it's how you do it. Mm-hmm. So I think that is precisely what I have done, told all the members of our party going forward. If and when I decide to demit the political leadership position, I certainly would want to see persons who reaches to the top, the people that understand the process and who understand not the position that you have to worry about more. You have to more worry about what you're going to do for the people that rely on you and your service to be able to improve their lives. So
I noticed you say when you decided to demit, would Dr. Mitchell be on the slate of candidates for political leader at the next convention, whenever that happens?
I have already said that to my members, that when I see the time is right, I will certainly be taking taking a position.
Speaking of express interest in the party, then we go Honorable Peter David.
Yeah, well, Peter, I have said to Peter, I've said to the team, anyone that is involved in political life and, for example, is an elected person, particularly so, and do not one day wish to be a leader, you are not going to be the best representative or best political person. It's good to have ambition, and there's nothing wrong with that. I always challenge everybody to say it is not the ambition and the need, the wanting to have a position, it's how you do it. So I think that is precisely what I have done, told all the members of our party going forward. If and when I decide to demit the political leadership position, I certainly would want to see persons who reaches to the top, the people that understand the process and who understand not the position that you have to worry about more. You have to more worry about what you're going to do for the people that rely on you and your service to be able to improve their lives. So
I noticed you say when you decided to demit, would Dr. Mitchell be on the slate of candidates for political leader at the next convention, whenever that happens?
I have already said that to my members, that when I see the time is right, I will certainly be taking a position.
Oh boy, it's just amazing, yeah. You know, I'm here and I'm laughing because Peter really thought that Keith Mitchell would give him the opportunity or have him take his party. You're joking. You watch. When asked about Akima Paul, Keith had good things to say. When asked about Dwight Horsford, he had good things to say. When asked about Roland Bowler, good things to say. Gregory Bowen, good things to say. Emlyn Pegg, good things to say. Derek Sylvester, good things to say. But when asked about Peter, you heard Keith Mitchell there? You're joking. Peter in trouble. But here it is. This is not the first time Keith Mitchell expressed that and let people know where he stands when it comes to Peter David and John. No. So I was saying to some friends last night, you're surprised? Why are you surprised? You should not be surprised. In fact, you should just say, well, the man reconfirmed. The man reconfirmed what you knew, right? Because remember only recently somewhere, I think in Guava, somewhere around there, Keith Mitchell had this to say. Somewhere in Guava, I think, right? Somewhere in Guava, or Grand Mall, on some platform.
I am not going to support any and anybody just because they want power. I will support persons who are interested in the development of this country. That is my responsibility, and I will not shift. I will not shift. And no one, anyone coming and tell you, Doc say he go in, and Doc say time he won't run again. When I want to tell you that, I go tell you. Let no damn person come and tell you that. He won't run again. When I want to tell you that, I go tell you. Let no damn person come and tell you that. And Doc say time he won't run again. When I want to tell you that, I go tell you. Let no damn person come and tell you that. Tell them they are not Doc friends to come and tell you that Doc say.
Yeah, so it's amazing, right? So within the NNP right now, they're fighting. There is fight, there is problems. It's a leadership struggle. The NNP is in a mess. But Keith Mitchell definitely don't want Peter David as the man running the show within his party. That is what I believe. That is what it comes across as. But Keith Mitchell, when Peter David was on the NDC side, Keith Mitchell expressed the way he feels about Peter David, you know. So there are a lot of people in this country who playing as though they can't remember or, they want to forget conveniently. Keith Mitchell expressed openly during the time when Peter David was a part of the NDC and he was in the parliament. Keith really tell us how he felt about Peter David and still feels about Peter David. So Peter came across or went across and joined these people, right? And some people say, well, boy, you look as though Peter go get it thing or he was promised a thing. Promise what? You don't know nothing about Keith Mitchell. I could tell you about him. So Keith Mitchell defined Peter. Yeah, Keith. Talking about Peter David.
But they're spreading the venom. People used to pass me and cussing me because they think I'm stealing the money. I see a member one day I'm walking out to here, Mr. Speaker, and a member, and it's always associated with the member for the town of St. George. I am convinced, Mr. Speaker, that there is a mindset in that member for the town of St. George. No matter what you see doing, this man is doing is a dangerous man.
Right.
I believe he has a mind that is twisted, Mr. Speaker, because his friend was the one that nearly ran me down in Grenada.
Right. So that's Keith Mitchell there talking about Peter David, eh? Right? That's Keith Mitchell talking about Peter David. So some people doing as though they can't remember these things, right? Here again.
The biggest con men exist on that side of the house.
So he talking about Peter again, eh?
And that's why we kept saying, Mr. Speaker, we'll have to unmask those masked men. Mr. Speaker, this is a gentleman, the honorable member for the town of St. George, who when his own mother-in-law decided to speak the truth and admit that he was a citizen, he launched one of the most vicious attacks ever a mother-in-law has had to face by a son-in-law, Mr. Speaker. He has no conscience at all. Just get between him and power. It could be his mother, his father, his mother-in-law. They will face the pen, Mr. Speaker. That's the character of the individual.
Right. So that's Keith Mitchell talking about Peter, you know. Peter David here. So the man spoke about Peter and tell you the way he feels about Peter David. Talking about Peter's character, speaking about Peter this. Yeah. Let me give you a little piece again because you see, some people have to remember. Remember, I'm a student of history.
Here is a gentleman purporting to be, he said they assigned him the task, the member for the town of St. George. He was being assigned the task to keep on top of the Rice Steiner issue, the briefcase issue. Imagine the biggest fraudster has been assigned to deal with the fraud to the Rice Steiner briefcase issue. That's his task. That's why he was speaking today on, and he telling me, I ain't talking about you, Prime Minister. He has been assigned, and he's the one, every time he's on a platform, the NNP is the biggest set of crooks. Imagine who talking about crookedness. Look who talking about crookedness, Mr. Speaker. This is a gentleman who was alleged, Mr. Speaker, right? Besides all the things that he did in New York, that he was, during the time of the revolution, he was behind his father with a gun.
Right, so that's Keith Mitchell there talking about Peter David, you know. Yeah, Peter the pumpkin eater, yeah. Let's keep talking about him there.
Peter, pumpkin eater, had a wife and could not keep her. He put her in a pumpkin shell, and there he kept her very well. Peter, pumpkin eater, had a wife and could not keep her. He put her in a pumpkin shell, and there he kept her very well.
Yes, so, you know, I told you that Keith Mitchell described Peter in a very vivid way, very clearly. He spoke about Peter's character. He spoke about what this and da 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 da. The man described the man, right? Peter was used. If you ask me, I believe that Peter David was used by this character, and Peter not understanding Keith's way of politics. If you want your political career to finish, go close to that old cock. Get close to that old cock, and you will know. If you want your political career to done, you see, Peter David is not politically smart. Some people believe that he is. He's not politically smart. And Glenys Roberts will never forget what she experienced after NDC and what was taking place there. What was Glenys Roberts' party name again? Some kind of party thing that, and whoever persuaded her to start that thing, and oh God, poor Glenys. You understand the point? Whoever did that to her, and watch, Glenys is a Catholic, you know? So you know, when she pray, you understand, she light she candle and so on, and you understand the point? I'm a Catholic too, so you understand the point? So, Nuff, yes, Nuff, that party Nuff or something like that. So, Peter knew that he doesn't have the political gravitas or depth or support or popularity or in this country to have his own party or to branch off and do a thing. He just doesn't have it. And he is not a leader. He's a follower. So he jumped on the NDC bandwagon following, right? And then he wants to just emerge. He don't want to work for it. He jumped on the NNP bandwagon and he thought he could just, ride up to the top. Joke he making. That's not going to happen. And that old cock ain't going anywhere soon, People who are politically smart and savvy, that old cock ain't going anywhere soon in terms of that party. You joking. You joking. So I am saying to you, karma has a way of finding your address. So you see what they did to Glenys Roberts and, a little clique that she thing and she formed thing and within no time, you understand? And then we saw Glenys come back on some platform to endorse the guy down in the south. What's his name again? Nicolas. That guy down there. And I could tell you why she did it. But if you want your political career to done, associate yourself with that old cock and you would know what would happen to you. So all of this thing that's happening, they don't. Somebody tell me it's not Nicolas, it's Nolan Cox. Yeah, Cox or Cock. Nolan Cox. Right? So it's not even funny. But it's amazing. Amazing. So what you really seeing playing out here, the man foretold, the man said so way before. The man tell you about Peter, how he feels about Peter, and how he sees Peter, and he described Peter for us. You think you are joking? Let me give you a simple analogy. There was a particular individual who was prime minister of a particular country for 23 years and a half. That individual lost an election in 2000 and something. Within that time, he went to a particular ministry. There were a number of people in the line, but he's an ordinary person now. But he still thought that he was prime minister. So he bypassed everybody in the line and got up to the front. And poor the little cashier, receptionist, the little person there, she said, well, sir, and maybe she didn't know him, or maybe she knew him, but she said, sir, there are people in the line, there are people waiting just like you. Why should you just come up in the front? And well, boy, the man felt bad. That same individual later became prime minister again. That individual was voted back. His party voted back into power. he became prime minister again. And you know what he did? He make sure that he moved this little cashier, this little person, receptionist, move her from there and hide her in some old ministry that, I'm telling you. So this guy, he don't forget things. He will go for you years down the line. That is how dangerous that individual, that old cock. And I talk about a different old cock now. And normally talk about the swizzle cock with nothing in the neck. I talk about a different old cock now. Right? I'm talking about the one that have, you know, all kind of problems. Right? Yeah. But I'm saying that to say to you, he's a dangerous, dangerous individual. So when he describes and he talks about X, Y, and Z, you think they might make a mistake? No. No. But some people take it as a joke. Kendon Jones told Peter David. Told Peter, I say, Peter, and I laugh, kya, kya, kya. But you believe you're getting leadership at the NNP? You believe that old cock going anywhere? He said, you know, I say, hello, you could do what you want. You ain't getting no leadership for that thing, for that sinking boat. Because the old cock knows that if the boat indeed sinking, Peter could take the only raft that's available on that boat and he abandoning ship. You think the old cock can know that? The old cock knows that. He knows that if well, the boat almost down, right? They're fighting to stay afloat. He knows that if that boat going down and he going down fast, Peter go take the only raft, the only life boat liquor thing they have there, life jacket, and he bailing out. Kid knows that. So when he spoke last night on GBN and he said X and he said the individual, somebody on GBN, on something on GBN, I don't know what it was, say X and say Y about Peter and son. And people called me and they messaged me and they said, I said, I'm not surprised. You surprised? Was something wrong with you? It means that you have to get out of my political class. I've been teaching you long enough. You're supposed to be politically astute, politically savvy to understand this whole scenario. So I'm not surprised. No. Keith, what do you call that guy, Keith Rowley? Keith Rowley, well, Keith something. Describe this character already. Or Keith Mitchell, is his name? Keith Claudius Mitchell. Describe Peter for us too. Okay. It's amazing. Right? You have Nicolas Steele, you have Keith Claudius Mitchell out there. Anyways, so Keith Mitchell describe Peter for us. You forgot?
But they're spreading the venom. People used to pass me and cussing me because they think I'm stealing their money. I see a member one day walking out to here, Mr. Speaker, and a member, and it's always associated with a member for the town of St. George. I am convinced, Mr. Speaker, that there is a mindset in that member for the town of St. George. No matter what you see doing, this man is doing is a dangerous man. I believe he has a mind that is twisted, Mr. Speaker, because his friend was the one that nearly ran me down in Grenada. The biggest con men exist on that side of the house.
Yeah, so keep talking.
And that's why we kept saying, Mr. Speaker, we'll have to unmask those masked men. Mr. Speaker, this is a gentleman, the honorable member for the town of St. George, who, when his own mother-in-law decided to speak the truth,
yeah, that's Keith Mitchell. He's speaking about Peter David.
Admit that he was a citizen. He launched one of the most vicious attacks ever a mother-in-law has had to face by a son-in-law, Mr. Speaker. He has no conscience at all. Just get between him and power. He could be his mother, his father, his mother-in-law. They will face the pen, Mr. Speaker. That's the character of the individual. Here is a gentleman purporting to be, he said they assign him the task, the member for the town of St. George. He was being assigned the task to keep on top of the Rice Steiner issue, the briefcase issue. Imagine the biggest fraudster has been assigned to deal with the fraud to the Rice Steiner briefcase issue. That's his task. That's why he was speaking today on, and he telling me, I ain't talking about you, Prime Minister. He has been assigned And he's the one, every time he's on a platform, the NNP is the biggest set of crooks. Imagine who talking about crookedness. Look who talking about crookedness, Mr. Speaker. This is a gentleman who was alleged, Mr. Speaker, right? Besides all the things that he did in New York, that he was, during the time of the revolution, he was behind his father with a gun.
Yeah, so you know. Yeah, so that is Keith. He described Peter for us. So Peter really thought that he was going to get what? Leadership or something? No. Somebody ill-advised Peter. All right. So last night, let me go back because people want to hear what the man had to say about Peter last night. When asked about Derek Sylvester, he had good things to say. When asked about Dwight Hossford, he had good things to say. When asked about Akima Paul, he had good things to say. When asked about Roland Bola, he had good things to say. When asked about Gregory Bowen, he had good things to say. Like old Silver Fox. When asked about who else? Who in the lineup we get Emlyn Pear, he had good things to say. But when they asked the man about Peter,
speaking of express interest in the party, then we go Honorable Peter David.
Yeah, well, Peter, I have said to Peter,
Speaking of express interest in the party, then we go Honorable Peter David.
Yeah, well, Peter,
interest in the party, then we go Honorable Peter David.
Yeah, well, Peter, I have said to Peter, I've said to the team, anyone that is involved in political life and, for example, is an elected person, particularly so, and do not one day wish to be a leader, you are not going to be the best representative or best political person. It's good to have ambition, and there's nothing wrong with that. I always challenge everybody to say it is not the ambition and the need, the wanting to have a position, it's how you do it. Mm-hmm. So I think that is precisely what I have done, told all the members of our party going forward. If and when I decide to demit the political leadership position, I certainly would want to see persons who reaches to the top, people that understand the process and who understand not the position that you have to worry about more. You have to more worry about what you're going to do for the people that rely on you and your service to be able to improve their lives. So
I notice you say when you decided to demit, would Dr. Mitchell be on the slate of candidates for political leader at the next convention, whenever that happens?
I have already said that to my members, that when I see the time is right.
Hold on. Anytime you see that man come back and he say, when I see, it means that he calling the shots. And by now you know. Right? By now you know he's the man calling the shots. When I see, so therefore you already organize his troops to say, we go put his name back on the ballot and they go vote him back as the leader of the party, and then he will come in the public and he say, well, then people wanted me, right? Me they want, and you know, I can't say no. They ask for me to be leader still. And then once, because he's praying that he gets back into power, that would not happen, but he's praying that happens, and then you're going to say to the boss, well, you know, we go give somebody, we go hand over leadership and so on. But that's what he wants, right? It's amazing. If you know this character very well, like I do, you'll know what's going on here. All right?
Right? I will certainly be taking a position.
Right. When yeah, this man ain't going from that thing. He's a Gary, that's a Gary, I mean, Gary is, in my view, way better than him. But excuse me, in the politics, he's like them old African leader and them going down in the grave with the party. It's what it is, right? But the real cocktail he will get is the next election. Now when I gone there, he hot and he wanted to be prime minister. All now, right? That's what's going on, This guy's living a life regretting a lot of things. He's hurting. He wanted to be prime minister all now for the 50th.
In fact, I can admit to you that I was hoping that would be my swan song, the 50th celebration. I would have been in government, so I will not be. I don't think I should hide the fact that I was looking forward to being the prime minister at that time. But that fate is what it is, and of course, all fate is always in the hands of the Almighty. And in this case, the people of the country decided otherwise. So.
Right. So, yeah. Are you wondering why the NNP is acting that way around this time? Where you have NNP surrogates and pundits trying to instill fear in the population. And there's no self they're talking about COVID-19, no self they're talking about leprosy, no self they're talking about all kind of stuff. They're making confusion about the pins, right? About the pins, the 58th pin, the commemorative pins. Maybe they would make argument about the $50 that the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank will be issuing soon in observance of the 50th for Grenada. Maybe they would make confusion of that too, right? But let me tell you this. This thing is intentional. They miss the train, right? And as a result, they're disruptors. They're obstructionists. That is what they know. To disrupt and to obstruct, to undermine, to tear down. That's what they know. But when they saw, because you see, politics is optics and perception. They saw hundreds of young people who will soon become eligible to vote. And they see our beloved Prime Minister, the most honorable Deacon Mitchell, and other members of cabinet and MP, Ron Redhead, a good partner, handing out and pinning these, these commemorative, pins onto the clothes of so many people. All right? So many students and potential voters down the road. They get angry, they blue. Yeah, but here it is. All of a sudden, they want to be involved. Don't believe they know what's going down, They smell what's going down. All of a sudden, they want to be involved. Yeah. But in 2004, Hurricane Ivan devastated Grenada. Tillman Thomas was opposition leader. 8-7, NNP had 8 seats. NDC had 7. NDC approached the NNP to say, well, let's come together. Let's build a country. You know what a certain individual said? 2 male crabs cannot stay in the same hole. I ain't want no assistance. I go run the thing for myself. Yeah, but lo and behold, here you have a situation. They want to be involved. They realize the thing nice. The launch, they invited them, they ain't come. Right? Other events and activities, they ain't come. Right? The theme song, proper. It causing people to feel the vibes. Thing nice. Patriotic fervor and energy, the logo, the everything. Gail Purcell and Wendy, what's her name? Dr. She's in charge of the committee. Dr. What is it? Wendy something? She's actually a part of that committee, She's the chairperson of that committee, Dr. something. Dr. I seldomly forget names though. Whatever her name be. So they're doing an excellent job, right? Dr. Wendy Crawford, that's it. So not Wendy Green, Wendy Crawford, right? Dr. Crawford. So they're doing an excellent job. An excellent job there. The team, in fact, yesterday I had the opportunity to pass by that office and they were there very late. Very, very late. There, Gail, and we must big up also Capsec and hey, Abby Ellis and the other lady and all the others who are working tirelessly there to make this thing happen. And the committee, and I mean, they're working overnight. So they think nice, right? We expect 5,000-6,000 Grenadians to come back home and be a part of this. So because of all of that, the NNP now, the new nasty party, they're feeling left out, you know. You can't be a part of that, you know. But here it is. I am very firm. Keep them out of this thing. Push them out if you have to. They're no good because they go spoil your thing. You know, too much of hands, they spoil things. In other words, you're cooking oil down and you invite them and you start to do knead dumpling or make dumpling, roll dumpling or whatever. You know, knead the flour and roll the dumpling. And when you look and you watch the nails dirty with all kind of old nastiness in it. People can't eat that. Right? Too much hands, they spoil the pot. All the time you ain't want to be involved. Now you see things going good and nice. You want to come and, huh? You are a little damn bad-minded and nasty. Here. All of a sudden you want to be a part, huh? Yeah. Push them out. Keep them out. So what? You never want unity. You never want to build country. You're all about yourself. You see, for me, I'm firm, you know. You don't get these people close to nothing. Remember I told you I did a program here some years ago. I said, if this guy touch you, he blighting you, you know. You're joking. If this guy or any one of them come and they just touch you, or they blighting you, blight taking. You ever see a lime tree, you know, or a pepper tree? You make a mistake and you tell them, go and pick a pepper. And go back by the time 3, 4, 5 hours, you treat the tree. Same thing, the lime tree. Yeah. NNP, they have cost, they're good, they're blight, they're bad-minded, they're nasty. They don't love Grenada. No, look at what they have done to Grenada over 20-something years. They put Grenada on its knees, but they think nice by looking good. Huh? So the old cock on them, they blew. Stay there, all you two. Nasty with all yourself. Stay right there. Grenadians are uniting. You know, Grenadians are coming together to build the country and to celebrate 50 years. Students, elderly folks, business places, just name it. Tooth bagay. Things nice. Yeah, stay there and grind all your teeth. While you watching the thing, you looking good. You want to come on, You want to come on the bus now? Stay there. Stay just like Jenny Simon. She's a rapier still, Simon. Some kind of thing so. She beat her, she saw her, she beat her, she saw her. She missed the winning train. That's why. You missed the winning train. You, Jenny. You're jealous of Faye Thompson. Hey, Faye, what's a girl? Make good parties are. Yeah, you see, Faye is a genuine NDC. Genuine. Just that she didn't like what was going on with the rumbling and so on during that time. You know, so she jumped so, but temporarily. She realized that piece of wreck, that piece of thing, that thing going and crash. She gradually came back when she see, you know, a visionary and, yeah, Faye, me good parties are. Yeah, nice lady. But Jenny, you missed the train, the winning train. Stay there and bump your gum on some stupid program. Stay right there and do it. That's right there you're going to stay. You don't have what it takes. You don't have the clout. You don't have the personality. You don't have the energy. You don't have the vibes. Look at Cam Jones. Have the vibes. Have the energy. Right? Have what it takes. That's Cam Jones. Dance and embrace and kiss and hug. And, you know, when I come in a room, I turn it up. Yeah, it's different. That's Cam Jones. It's a household name. It's a brand name. Right? We have hundreds of people that come in to embrace me. Right? They all you jealous, all you too damn bad-minded. You want Panames. Yeah, you go on the program this morning and you bellow and get a walk and get a this. Well, tell all who they're ready and so on. Tell them get a walk too. Yeah, pressure. You heard what I said last night? All of them listened to the program. Pressure in the funkwe. All you too damn jealous. You understand? Stay there and take it. Kem Jones. Yeah? Yes, Kem Jones in all you. So my event, don't forget I have some tickets. Still have some tickets. Remember I told you I got some tickets yesterday. Because I realized that I didn't add it. I didn't add that 50. So we have about what 44 tickets from last night. Couple tickets gone. So we have I think about 10 last night. So we have about 44 there. They're all $300, you know, $300. Right? Buy them out. We expect to have about 500-600 people at that venue. Remember, I expect about 400 or so people to come at my place here, or maybe more. Socialize network from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. I was saying 5. We kind of cut it down to 4 p.m. so that people don't get time to go and bathe and dress up and nice up with a nice fancy dandan because it's an elegantly formal event. You know how it goes. So yeah, we will have free oil down here and soup and food and thing, at my place. And drinks, we go buy drinks, we go network, we go socialize, we go mix up, we have a nice time, right? Soft entertainment right here. And then we're going down to Radisson Crown Ballroom to have the big thing, right? The ultimate cocktail reception and entertainment. It will be wonderful. The premium drinks, of course, it will be on sale by the bottle. You get a bucket and so on. In advance, you can tell me what are the drinks you want on your table, because everybody wouldn't get a table, or else you would not have room to pass in there. So it's my intention to have about, a couple tables, like 50 or so, if more people, in terms of, because you're coming in groups, a lot of people are coming in groups, and you're going to tell me the drinks that you want on your table and so on, the premium drinks you could order that before, right? All those things before as we get closer, how much chairs you want around your table and so on, organize it for you, and because I am about serving you, right? Service to you. So you could organize all that in advance, all right? And then you'll get the finger foods, that will be given within the first hour or so. And then entertainment, we have a damn nice time. We go shake a leg, we go wine, we go waltz, we go dance, we have a nice time, right? Let them stay. They jealous. They all you too nasty and envious, right? Kem Jones, I'm a household name in this country. Everywhere I go, Kem Jones, Kem Jones, Kem Jones. That littleish child. Deal with it. They all you on radio, all kind of program. People don't want to see all you. I went in a particular place in Frequente yesterday. They say a certain man who, what a cat do inside here, boy? What a cat come inside here? Yeah, they say a certain man and pay any rent. We did only pay your rent, you to bad pay. Right? Yeah, a certain one that I called yesterday, and the landlord spoke to me, the one in Kajuna Junction, they make go. All you to bad pay and bad minded. Yeah. They can't handle it. Kem Jones. Can't handle Kem Jones. No, they can't. When I go in New York, they be jealous. I go in Canada soon. I go in Miami. I go in England. All about same treatment and even better. Yeah. Kem Jones is a brand name. Deal with it. A friend was saying, well, Kem Jones, all your event, you are alone selling the tickets. Yeah. You don't advertise in it and no other program. Only you alone. You sell all them tickets almost. I said, it's Kem Jones. Yeah. Yes. They jealous. They envious. They can't deal with it. Because I'm grounded with the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. People love me. And folks, when you come in, remember, they start to attack all you already. The folks in the diaspora, they're making all kind of accusation. One called this morning, he said, well, they spending money, taxpayers' money to bring all you here. What's wrong with them? What's wrong with that boy? Show damn mouth. Hush your mouth, shut up. You understand? The chatters on the street and shut up. Shut your trap. Right? Hard-working Grenadians out there in the diaspora, they coming back home to celebrate 50 years of independence. Deal with it. Right? But when you come, remember, register. Register to vote. Don't forget that, I am here to help you and support you, to make sure that you register to vote. Yeah. All you need is your birth certificate, and we can help you to make sure that you get that, or a Grenadian passport. Right? Yeah. Register when you come, register to vote. Very important. We will work with you to make sure that you are registered. We want you to register. Thousands of you. Come on, register. Yeah? Yes. Deal with that. Can't deal with it. Hey, Glenda, what's it? What's it, woman?
I just called to let you know how I envelope here for you and somebody drop your envelope for you.
All right. And I remember I have your ticket. I gave you tickets already, or? I gave you already?
No.
Well, I have tickets already. Remember, I mean, come on. I want to see you in your nice dandan. Hold on. Let me see if I could. Hold on this. Steady. Yeah, that is Glenda. That is my good parties. Let it deal with it. A little jealous and envious. Hold on. Glenda is me. That is my real partiza. I like her. I love her. She's genuine. She ain't no bad mind. All right. So, hey, hold on. Let me get Glenda live. Hey, Glenda, talk now. You're live. Glenda, oi.
Hey, me boy.
Go ahead and talk now. I didn't hear you. I had you on my phone. What are you telling me?
Boy, I'm telling you, I have an envelope for you. Just imagine me coming to make you 10 years of running your program day and night. Nothing they could do to stop it. Why they going to stop it now? I have an envelope for you. Come and collect your job envelope. More they open them out and talk you begging. Who gain 50 does get 100. Who gain 200 does give 400. They don't really like to promote you. What have
so I have two tickets.
Not a sponsor, you know. 10 years you run. I don't know what to play radio station to. You're begging.
I have two tickets. I have two tickets. So you and your husband, because I want to see you in your nice dandan. And even if you want, because I know you have a lot of dress and all kind of attire, you know. But if you want me to buy it for you, I buy it for you. Even if I have to stay without food, I buy it for you. Come and nice up yourself. And
yes.
I want to carry on my back. Let it deal with it.
Yes. Don't worry.
All right, plenty love.
Okay, me boy.
All right. Yeah, that's my partisan. That's my girl. She has been there through thick and thin. You see that woman here? She's genuine. She's sincere. Let them stay there and deal with it. You can't deal with the reality. Yeah. And you know, folks, I'm looking for attire enough to go to that event, the cocktail. So the folks who are coming down, you know, if you know, you could buy me a nice jacket. Well, not jacket, a blazer, and or a suit. Right? You know, I could tell you what to buy because I know in my mind what I want.
Man is afraid to unlock the door of himself. Man is the greatest thing that God has created in this earth plane. Once we put our hearts and heads and hands together and invoke the assistance of the great Almighty God, nothing is impossible.
In Grenada's cradle, a daughter lays in her retreat, where memories oftentimes meet. A candle, home sweet home, whispers the flame as tales unfold, casting away shadows of shame. Cocoa, nutmeg, and cinnamon lingers in the air with the undertone of close. An invitation so rare, a birthright initiated in the flicker's soft glow, beckoning you to let go and allow the flow. From the earth she rises as history unfolds, bearing stories of our ancestors and the dreams that they hold, the essence of their desires and their vision for change. In the sounds of nature, a union arrange. A daughter's embrace, tender and rare, sends acknowledgement to dreams left to bear. As elements unite, a candle is born, infused with the fragrance of our birthright, inviting and warm. Realm whispers, ancient wisdom in each flicker and glimmer. As the shadows casted tells a story true shimmers. The spirits of our ancestors, a legacy embrace. Despite the huddles that was once upon a time faced, Through the soft, inviting glow arises stories of strength to bestow. And as the flame waltzes, a tale uncoils. In Grenada's heart, a daughter of the soil.
First time I see you by the corner, I knew I would be a border. I had to hold, cause I never see a queen like you around. Inakaniba, liba, ooh, we are Grenadians, so are you. I love spice, where everything is nice. Grenada, may God bless you. Stepping off the plane, it's so easy to breathe again. Life in the big city has finally took its toll. And it's been so long, but I'm finally home. What better place to rest my weary bones than in this beautiful island, where there's so much to see. Every corner I turn, there's something else to remind me of this beautiful nature and what it means to me. Not a thing out of place, that's what's special about it. Sun, island in the 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 sun. And do you hear? It's the songs the birds are singing. Do you hear? It's a song that's everlasting. And there's no end in sight. It's the beginning of our lives. Sweet Grenada, this is home. And do you hear? It's the songs the birds are singing. Do you hear? It's a song that's everlasting. And there's no end in sight. It's the beginning of our lives. Sweet Grenada, this is home. So sweet Grenada.